What must we do to enter the kingdom of heaven? My dear friends, I would like to share with you two things that struck me in today's gospel. First, who is greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And the second, the conversion. In other words, what must we do to enter the kingdom of heaven? It is surprising for me that disciples were discussing among themselves who is greatest among them. This is nothing but human weakness, that most of the time we go behind power, position, authority, money, wealth, status, and we want to be in first. When the disciples were not able to finalize, they came to Jesus asking him, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? We can learn from the disciples, for they approached Jesus when they were not able to decide who is greatest. Yes, dear sisters and brothers, sometimes we too are confused whom to approach when we are confused and when we are having doubts. We should also surrender all our difficulties and problems to Jesus, who gives all the answers as he gave to the disciples. Jesus does not tell which of them is greatest, but he said, truly I tell you, unless you become like little children, and whoever humbles himself like this little child, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. St. Paul says in 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 10, therefore I am well content with weakness, with insults, with distress, with persecution, with difficulties for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong, which means humility can make us great in the kingdom of heaven. In this present generation, we find such people who look for name, power, positions, wealth, and success. They think these things make them great. But today, Jesus tells us, if you are looking for those things, then you are going in wrong direction. You are thinking of earthly glory. To possess power, wealth is not wrong, but we must be generous, humble, and meek. This is what Jesus is talking about conversion. To become like little child. Now, what does it mean to become as a child? It implies a complete change of attitude. We must depend on God, our Savior, as a child depends on parent. Therefore, we must be changed in our attitude with regard to evil. We must turn away from sin and obey His commandment by loving one another. Amen.